You drink water all day and still feel drained. I mix this dry water packet in and my energy holds all afternoon. Here are the top 5 things to know before you buy. And number 1 surprised me. Number 5 thing you should know before buying these packets. This packet carries NFS certified for sports on the label. And outside lab test every batch for banned substances before it ships. I didn't think much of that stamp first time I tore open one of these after a cut in the grass. My buddy Dave, who's a coach in high school track, saw the box on my counter and lit it up. He told me his athletes can't touch a supplement without that certification or they risk getting flagged. For a guy who wanted to drink after yard work, that felt like overkill. It means the company tests batches so that what's in your glass matches the label. Number 4 covers what's missing from the stick, and it did surprise me. All right, number 4 thing you should know before buying these packets. This raspberry lemon stick skips stevia, and the aftertaste sits on your tongue like a coin. This one sweetens with monk fruit, listed as Lu Han Gu. My wife caught me reading the ingredients panel and she asked why I cared about a sweetener. I told her the last electrolyte drink I tried left a bitter edge for hours, so I dumped the whole tub. This stick doesn't do that. Its raspberry and lemon flavor comes with a real fruit powder, so it tastes closer to a fruit than chemistry. Now, number 3 is where the list gets interesting, because one thing here isn't even electrolytes. They did send this to me as a gift a while back. We've been using them since. We love them. I think you'll love them as well. Go ahead and add them to your cart. All right, number 3 thing you should know before buying these packets. The formula adds glycine, an amino acid most electrolyte packets skip. Glycine helps your body pull water into cells, and it shows up in collagen production too. I know this ingredient because the neighbor takes glycogen powder before bed for sleep, separate from any other type of workout routine. He asked why my hydration mix had it listed, and I had to look it up. It works alongside the electrolytes to help your body hold on to water you drink instead of running straight through you. I used to chug a bottle of water before I run and it felt parched in 20 minutes. Now, number 2 is how light the stick sits in your system, and the numbers actually stop me. All right, number 2 thing you should know before buying these packets. Each stick runs about 10 calories and 2 grams of carbs. Compare that to a sugary sports drink, which can run past 30 grams of sugar in one serving. I grew up drinking bright color stuff, you know the name, from a cooler on the sidelines. No thought ever given to what was in it. Now I mix this stick before I mow the yard in July, and I skip that sugar crash an hour later. A coworker of mine drank a can of soda for the afternoon boost and crashed by 3 o'clock most afternoons. I handed him the stick instead, and he skipped that usual can that afternoon. Now, number 1 is the reason I keep buying more of these, and stick around for the bonus tip right after that as well. All right, number 1 thing you should know before buying these sticks. The stick packs 1,000 milligrams of potassium, 500% more than the standard hydration mix. I checked the label of the drink and I used to keep in my gym bag, and it barely cracked 200 milligrams. Potassium is the mineral that keeps your muscles from firing and fluid levels balanced, and your diet alone falls short of what you need. I found out cramping my calf halfway through the hike with my wife, miles from the truck. She walked slow next to me while I stretched out on a rock. I started mixing this in to stick with my water bottle before the hike, and the cramping stopped showing up. That potassium number is the biggest gap between this and other drinks you're going to get at the gas station off the shelf. Now wait for a bonus, because it answers a question you have the first time this powder doesn't dissolve right away. If the potassium number sold you the way it sold me, add this to your cart now and you can thank me later. Bonus tip: because the stick uses real fruit powder, it can clump if you pour it into still water. Shake it hard for a few seconds, then use 12 to 60 ounces of chilled water instead of ice cold. I learned this after tossing one into a bottle and setting it in my truck without shaking it, then finding a clump at the bottom later. Now I shake it the second I add the water, stand in the sink before heading out. All right, guys, that's it. As always, remember 2 things here. Deals fade, so go add that to your cart now. Number 2, the product bro is always here for you.